I offer my salutations to Bahu Kalchuri. Today is his death anniversary. He has joined Baba today and had been the chairman of our main trust of Avatar Mir Baba. And another thing which comes to my mind is 31st October is the day on which the song, New Life song was completed and it was sung before Baba, 31st October. So these two dates are important in this month. Also, of course, 7th October is also day on which at Satara, Baba had dropped using the alphabet board. So these are very important days from our point of view. Now, I was just thinking as to last time we had heard some of the singers, very renowned singers, and there are a number of singers who had come to Baba. Some are worth mentioning because there is some incident connected with those singers, and that I am going to describe little in detail. Or other singers, which I would just mention their names. Now, I have been telling you all the time that one Bashir Kawwal, he was from Pune, and a very good singer, Qawwali singer. He had entertained Baba so many times. Baba, whenever Baba wants to listen to Qawwali, he will ask Jal, Baba's younger brother Jal, to bring Bashir, and Bashir also will willingly come and sing before Baba. Bashir had exactly understood Baba's liking, and accordingly he was singing those ghazals which will appeal to Baba. I used to note down those ghazals sitting behind somebody and noting down in my notebook, and Baba had noticed this. And whenever any good ghazal has been sung, Baba would just gesture and ask me whether you have noted down. If I say yes, then he will like to listen whatever I have noted down. In the Mandali Hall, I will read out that. Not every ghazal, but ghazal which Baba liked and Baba wants to. We will practice on the same tunes which the Bashir used to sing on the same tunes. We would practice the ghazals and sing before Baba whenever Baba wants to. That used to be the practice. Now these, after Bashir, apart from, beside Bashir, there was, I have already mentioned about Shankar Shambhu. They have failed to entertain Baba because of their egoistic attitude. They could not satisfy Baba, and Baba disposed them of just after 2-3 ghazals. But then one M.Y. Mohan from Mumbai, he was called. He was a very poor person, just working in some printing press, and but his voice was very good. We used to call him Mohan Saigal because his voice was very much similar to a great singer, Indian singer by name K.L. Saigal. K.L. Saigal is a very big name in Indian cine industry. He also used to sing ghazals also. So that is, even he was, Baba used to like him very much, like his voice very much. So this M.Y. Mohan was having the similar voice, and he has selected very beautiful ghazals before Baba. Baba liked his singing. See, the one funny thing is that the people who have very big name like the people like Shankar Shambhu, they had very big name. There was a time when there was much talk about these two singers. Every program, somewhere or the other, they will be invited for that program. And they used to charge fantastic fees also. So, but then compared to that, those good singers could not satisfy Baba. But this poor Mohan, M.Y. Mohan, he had entertained Baba so much so that Baba was very happy that day when he must have come about a couple of times before Baba and sang before Baba. But in our group, he used to come very often. And at times he used to sit the whole night. And he had also very good stock of ghazals. Then some of the people which I would like to mention is, there was a film, Baiju Bawra. It's a very famous, very popular film. And it was a love story and very nicely handled by the director whose name was Vijay Bhatt. That Vijay Bhatt had come for Baba's darshan in Guru Prasad. He had come with the lyricist, one who has written the lyrics. That I forgot his name, but he was a moment. He had come with they both Vijay Bhatt and that poet. They both came. They sat during Baba's darshan program. It was not, I won't call it, but darshan program. Because in darshan program, there is a queue for Baba's darshan. They will bow down, they will garland Baba. And Baba, for such programs, whenever he wants to hear some singing, Baba won't like that garlanding and bowing and all that. Baba would, in a mood to listen to the songs, listen to the singing. So this Vijay, but after they sat for quite some time, until evening, late evening, the train time was coming close. Baba, they sought for Baba's permission to leave, and Baba gave them permission to leave. But then Baba asked me to accompany them up to the station. I do not know why, but I was asked to accompany them up to the station. And car was there. Baba had given car. So in that car, those two, Vijay Bhatt, his colleague, and myself, I was sitting in the front seat. And I was trying to talk with them as to what were their impression about Mir Baba. But believe me, they were so very overwhelmed because of Baba Darshan. Saying Baba, they were so very lost in the memories. They were sharing Baba's face, Baba's smile, Baba's gestures, sharing with each other and enjoying by themselves. And I thought not to disturb them. After I dropped them there, I came back and Baba said, whether you had talked with them, I explained to Baba, Baba, they were so very happy meeting you that they were not in mood to talk with me. They were talking among themselves and enjoying the whole program. So Baba said, nice. Then one Professor Panjwani, there is a Jain college in Mumbai. This Panjwani's specialty was that he used to sing ghazal. Very simple person, but he used to give a rhythm on a earthen pot. That was a specialty of that person. Very simple. He had come a couple of times. Then one Satish Absul, then Jaipur Kawal. Jaipur Kawal has sung in East West Gathering also. He was very good singer and he had lot of very good ghazals with him. And in Mumbai, there was a big exhibition where Bombay Center had put a stall, putting Baba's pictures and Baba's books and all that. And believe me, it was visited by Indira Gandhi. She was taking around before in front of our stall. She waited for some time, looked at the pictures displayed there, and then she went further. So this man, this Jaipur Kowar, he had sung during that exhibition. Then Hirabai Bododekar and her sister, younger sister Saraswati Rane, both were classical singers. I had played harmonium with the Saraswati Rane, but Hirabai Bododekar, she didn't require harmonium, she sang. She was pure, very fluent classical singer. Her voice was very fluent, very flexible voice, and a very sweet voice. And she was a big name in the singing. Then one of the heroes of Indian cinema, Premnath, by name Premnath, he had come one afternoon along with his son, and he wanted Baba's darshan. Baba was, as usually, he was sitting with us. We were also there, but it was a holiday, I mean Sunday. And he came inside, requested for Baba's darshan. He bowed down to Baba, sat there some time, and expressed his wish to sing a song, and Baba allowed him. He sang nicely before Baba, along with his son. Then other than singing, some people were there. The president of Congress party, there was a national congregation or national conference in Pune of this Congress party, and the president, one Sanjeev Reddy. Sanjeev Reddy, he was the president of the Congress party. He expressed his wish to have Baba's darshan, and Baba allowed it. And he had come in the morning. We avoided to go in the morning just not to disturb them. He sat for quite some time, quite about more than half an hour he was sitting, or maybe for 1 hour. And then Baba gave him a message. They had a conversation. And then when they were leaving and we were coming inside, then Airaj described as to how that meeting with Sanjeev Reddy was there. And then another person who was a railway minister during one of the governments. He was a railway minister. His name was Babu Jagjeevan Ram. He had meeting with Baba. That time we were sitting outside because we were not going inside. And that meeting was somewhat private meeting. And afterwards, Airaj told us that he had some problem with his son, which he was discussing with Baba. And we were sitting outside. And then yes. Now, about one singer, I will have a little bit of description. The name of the singer was Maya Ganguly. She was a young girl of 15 years. Very good singer, very beautiful voice. She had sung when Baba had visited Sadhu Vaswani, St. Mira High School of Sadhu Vaswani. This girl had sung there. So before I tell about her, let me tell something about the Sadhu Vaswani. Sadhu Vaswani was he was a teacher. He was a professor in some college teaching English and history. And very, very nice person, very noble person. And he was fed up with that job and he left that job and dedicated his whole life for common people, for social work with the people. And he had established quite a good number of institutions. That is big institution now. all the members of that institution, they are quite moneyed people, they are rich people, and they get good lot of money. And they have established schools, high schools, college now, hospitals, and so many dispensaries and all that. And lot of charitable work they are doing. So this Sadhu Vaswani was the chief of that. He had started all these activities. Baba was in Satara, and Erech had some work in Pune, and Erech was in Pune. He was there for about 5-6 days. Erech once before his returning to Satara, Baba was in Satara. Before he returned to Satara, Erech received a telegram from Mani, Baba's sister Mani, asking him to go to Sadhu Vaswani and tell him about Meher Baba, and tell him that he is one of the beloved favorite child of Meher Baba, one of the children of Meher Baba. This was the message to be conveyed to Sadhu Vaswani. After receiving that telegram, Erech went there in the evening, some day on 4th of September or so, and then told him about Meher Baba. Very silently, he heard everything about Meher Baba, and then when Erech told him that Baba has said that you are one of the favorite and beloved children, his children. So he was very happy to hear that. And he expresses gratitude to Baba for remembering him. And then he gave an invitation to Baba. Baba, please, sometime whenever you get time, you visit our St. Vira's High School. And Erech came and conveyed the whole thing to Baba. In the month of March 2000, March 19, the month of March. Yes, it was 23rd March 1957. Baba fixed that program to visit St. Mira High School, which was run by the Institute of Sadhu Vaswani. Now, Baba came from Ahmednagar, Baba came from Miradad, along with many, I think 2-3 cars. So many Mandali people had also accompanied Baba, including lady members. And then all Pune people, they had come for that program. Not only Pune people, but this news spread throughout India, and so many people from Andhra, Hamirpur, UP, Uttar Pradesh, Dehradun, so many people gathered there just to see these two great people meeting each other. Now, when and it was that place is not so very big to accommodate so many people, because the rush was very, very, very big rush, and it was very hot. Everybody was perspiring. Baba's sadra had become practically wet by sweat. And then when Baba came in, got down from the car, Baba's leg was injured due to the accident, Satara accident. When Baba came inside, at the door, Sadhu Vaswani was standing there. And as he saw Baba, he went and embraced Baba. And when he embraced Baba, his eyes were dropping tears. And then he took Baba to a small room. And there, both of them sat for some time. Baba consoled him, Baba loved him, and then both of them came into the hall. And there was a small stage where Baba sat on the right hand side. This Sadhu Vaswani sat, and some of the Westerners were there. I think Irene Connie was also there. She was just in front of Baba, a little distance, and it was jam-packed hall. Baba met with the children, and during that time, he gave a beautiful talk in praise of Meher Baba. I have thought of reading the whole, a small passage. If you allow me, I will just read that. It's a beautiful passage which I liked very much, and I will read
please
that.
Go ahead. Yeah, please.
Sorry.
Please read. Please read. You would be happy to hear. Please read, please.
See, I'm reading this. After recitation of Bhagavad Gita and Kirtan singing by students, Vaswani, deeply moved, paid tribute to Baba in his welcome remarks over the microphone. The following is a part of his talk. Sisters and brothers, children of the one divine mother, I speak in the presence of the one whom his disciples in different parts regard as the ancient one. For 30 years or more, he who is in our midst today has borne witness to the truth that there is something better than speech, that is silence. It is so, to my mind, the truth of truths. He has spoken to the world through silence. His witness to the kingdom of silence went into my heart many years ago. In this age of noise, he has taught the truth, be silent. I have been impressed too with another truth in the life of Meher Baba. He is the lover of simple life. He is simple and therefore he rejoices in the company of the little ones. In his message, he said it did his heart good to come in contact with the little ones, the children of the middle schools. There is a third thing to which I have noticed in regard to Meher Baba, the smile on his lips. A beautiful smile plays on his lips always. He has suffered as perhaps not many have. He has experienced pain as not many have. But there is always a beautiful smile playing on his lips. His silence, his simplicity, and his smile, these are his three gifts to us. I bow down to him with love and humility in my heart. This was the letter, this was the address which was given in praise of Meher Baba. And thereafter, in reply, the next day, Mani wrote some few lines to Sadhu Vaswani. And reading the English language Mani had, Mani's English was excellent, really a very poetic language. So reading Mani's letter, he said, this is really English. He said to his, Sadhu Vaswani said to his people, this is what English is. This is real English. How beautiful she writes. That's what she praised Mani's English. So when this Darshan program was held there, when both of them met, and then all the crowd, they came to take Baba's darshan. Everyone. There was so much of rush that all the Baba's mandali were driven out. Baba had asked them to be quite close to him always. But then when police came to control the crowds, they took all these mandali people out beyond the all crowd. And they are requesting that they have to be near Baba, but no, they are not going to listen. They were controlling the crowd, and somehow that program was over, and Baba was there for about 5 hours, and then thereafter Baba returned to Merazar. So this was meeting with Sadhu Vaswani. In this meeting, a girl of 15 years old, she sang beautiful song, devotional song, and everyone liked. After some days, that girl came to Guru Prasad along with her parents. And of course, that was the day on which Baba was giving service to so many people. They were singing also. And this girl, they came there and she sang before Baba. Baba liked it so much, very much. She was really a very good singer. Her voice was very good and very, what should I say, very pure voice, innocent voice, pure voice. But she was blind by both the eyes. She was star blind. And Baba inquired with her parents what has happened to her eyes. And they explained that from childhood she has lost her eyesight. Baba asked the girl, would you do what I tell you to do? And she readily said, yes, Baba, I will do whatever you want me to do. I will do. Perhaps she must be hoping that she may get her eyesight back. And the father and mother, they were very curious. They also acted as, yes, she will do whatever you say. So they were very curious. And then they also had thought that perhaps because if she obeys Baba, then she may get her eyesight back. This was all decided, and then Baba asked her to take milk and banana. No food, only milk and banana for 3 months. Very earnestly, the girl started observing whatever Baba said. And as the days passed, the parents were getting uneasy, rather to say, worried about her health. What they thought that her health is failing, and anything serious may happen. Baba was sending K.K. Ramakrishna, or secretary of Pune Center, to inquire about this girl. Periodically, he was sending K.K. Ramakrishna. So on one such a visit, when Ramakrishna went there, the parents told Ramakrishna that informed Baba that it will be very hard for us to continue with that diet, simple banana and milk. And they requested that Baba should make some concessions in her diet. Baba did allow it. Baba did allow it, even though he was not very happy about it, but then he allowed it. And the revised instructions were being followed by the girl. After few days or maybe months, the parents again started murmuring about her health. And due to their pressure, due to their undue pressure on her, she gave up that fast. She gave up that fast, and when Ramakrishna went there, he heard that she has already given up that fast. Her parents made her to give up that fast. He was very sad. And when this point was being discussed with your Baba, in fact, I was also fortunate to be there that time. And there was a talk about this girl. One of the Mandali said that it would have been really better if she could have continued with the Baba's instructions. But then how unfortunate she is. And Baba said, yes, it was necessary for us to continue with whatever the instructions which I had given to her. But poor girl, what can be done? Her luck. And then somebody, I think Meherji or Jim Mistry, somebody said, Baba, if she had she completed the fast according to your instructions, she would have got her eyesight back. Baba gave a very cryptic answer. Baba said, God knows, perhaps. Baba said, God knows, perhaps. This particular incident, I am reminded of some other incidents of the similar type. These are different now. Baba was touring in northern India. There is one village by name Ichora. And from the railway station, if one has to go to the village, he has to cross the river. That river is a very famous river. The name of the river is Vetravati. It is called the Ganga of this present time, present age. And the water is not very deep. There was no bridge for crossing the river. Either you have to make your clothes wet and walk, or they will take you in bullock carts. Baba had also gone like this. Baba had also crossed the river in the same way. There, just before crossing the river, there is one village. The name of the village is Tikar, T-I-C-K-E-R. Tikar. It was a small village. All villages were, engaged in agriculture and all that. And after getting down from the bus, up to that, the bus went up to Tikar. There, Baba got down from there. From there, they had to go up to the river in some either tractor or some bullock cart or something, and then cross the river in bullock cart. That was the process, very hard process. And there are several such travels which were done by Baba in UP. The first time he visited Uttar Pradesh, northern India. So at this Tikar, Baba got down from the bus and straight away entered the village. And believe me, he straight away entered the village and sat where all that kachara, all that dirt of this whole village is dumped there, is brought there and dumped there, or the trash is kept there. And Baba simply sat there. ARH hurried to make some space for Baba to sit, comfortably. And then people started coming for Baba darshan. Abruptly, this was not decided program. People came for darshan. And one woman, old woman, she came with a child in arms. And when she came, she took Baba's darshan. She put that boy. He must have been 4 or 5 years old boy. He made her bow down to Baba, and she told Baba that Baba, he doesn't have eyesight. He is blind with both the eyes. And Baba just encouraged what has happened, and she told out about that. And she requested Baba, please do something that he gets his eyesight back. And Baba said, what is there to say in the world? There is nothing worth saying in the world. What he is undergoing is all right for him. He can see God from within. There is nothing to be seen, nothing worth seeing in the world. But the woman was very, what should I say, some inner urge has prompted her to say. What she said is, Baba, she will be able to see you. Baba, she will be able to see you. And then Baba simply said, my nazar is there. And then they proceeded further. Thereafter, that boy, he got his eyesight, but little faint, not anyway very much clear. But that eyesight was definitely improved. One may, I won't call it as a miracle. Personally, I don't think that is a miracle. But then it happened. And if we have seen that boy, he has several times, whenever we cross that area for going to Ichora, they also, that boy invariably used to come and meet us. And every time for new people, this story was being repeated. Now just one another story I tell you. This boy got his eyesight back, even though faint, but then he got it. One another story, beautiful story about this eyesight. One family had come to Mirazad, and there were children along with that family. One boy from that group of children, he was a very beautiful boy, very lovely boy, very lovable child. And he came and embraced Baba, and Baba liked him very well. Baba caressed him, Baba kissed him, Baba hugged him, and all that. Baba liked him very much. And then the parents said that Baba, he doesn't have his eyesight. Then, but Baba didn't say anything. That meeting, after everybody took Baba's darshan, they went away. And when Baba and Erech came to the room, what Baba said to Erech, I have been saved from committing a very great mistake. I have been saved from committing a very great mistake. I was so very tempted. That boy was so very beautiful, so very innocent boy. And I had so much of love. There was so much of love for that boy that I had thought of giving him eyesight. But that would have been a great mistake on my part. And somehow I controlled myself. This is quite contrary to what we have witnessed there in the case of that ticker boy. Now coming to some of the people in Baba's near groups, this Dr. Harry Canmore, his eyesight was completely blank. But believe me, he has not seen Baba. For us, it's all right that we have seen Baba's beauty, Baba's love, Baba's gestures, Baba's smile. All that we have seen, and we have developed that love. But what about Harry Canmore? He has not seen anything about Mir Baba. But even if Baba allows him 5 minutes, 5 minutes, he will fly from New York, come to Mumbai, and in a taxi, he will come to Mehrabad or Mehrazad, even for 5 minutes. What was that love? What he had seen in Baba? God knows, Baba knows. But I am definitely very much feel that there is some glimpse which he has seen in Meher Baba. Next example is of our dear Dara. Dara is Baba's brother's son. He also doesn't have eyesight. But then no doing of any miracle and curing him. of that physical element. Nobody can judge all these happenings. Nobody can, apply their intellect or in any reasoning. Nobody can do that. Nobody can apply their logic and reasoning for all these happenings. I remember once when Ramju Bhai had a asthma. He had asthma. He even sitting before Vambhai, he'll have a heavy breathing. And once there was so many Mandali people, and we were sitting there, and Ramju Bhai was sitting right in front of Baba. And Baba was discussing about some legal matters with him. And Ramju Bhai was telling Baba, but he was simply doing like this. And Baba is pointing out to him, see this Ramju, he is having this problem since many years. But I am not curing it. I am not curing him in spite of the fact that he is doing so much of work for me. But I am not attending to his problem. But that is good for him. These are the examples. These are the examples. The treatment of God-man, the treatment when God comes on this earth, he has different ways of dealing with the people, dealing with problems of different people. And it is a very important point for us to study. We very loosely attribute something to Baba, but then that is not correct. We better not have any logic or better not have any imagination about all the actions Baba is doing. Now, practically the subject which I had thought in my mind, they are over. There was one point which had come to my mind in the beginning is that Bhau culture, today is the birth, today is the death anniversary of Bhau. And if we study Bhau's life, Bhau had met Baba in Savaner. And he was studying then. He was graduating. And just for one person, Baba has taken the responsibility of maintaining the whole family, the family of his wife and 2 children. For just one person. What must be the speciality of that person? Only God knows, only Baba knows. Similar is the case of Erech. Baba had asked him, Erech met Baba in Panchugani, and Baba asked him whether you will join me. He said, if you wish, everything is possible. Baba then asked him whether you will join me along with your family. And Erech gave the same answer, that if you desire, everything is possible. And he did join Baba, and Baba saw to the welfare of the whole family. They were accommodated in a bungalow type quarter, and then Merwan was employed in the factory of Maharji Karkaria. So Baba had looked to the family, but for one person. Can we just imagine what can be the quality of this person? They are really, what should I say, that rare personalities. Very rare personalities these people must have been. Now, after the serious talk, I will come to some light talks. Yes, there is little time. I will just talk about once in Guru Prasad. We were all sitting, And one young boy from Dada Chanji family, he was the brother of Arnavaz. He had come to Guru Prasad to meet Baba. And he was sitting along with all Mandali people, all we were sitting in front of Baba. And he was also sitting there just behind somebody. And Baba is attending the same as usual, making everybody lively, making the whole atmosphere lively. And he turns to that boy and said, "You feel something uneasy? Why I feel that you are uneasy?" No, nothing, Baba, nothing. No, kahi nathi, Baba, kahi nathi, Baba. No, Baba, nothing. Fine. After some time, again Baba turns to him. No, there is some problem with you. Why don't you tell it? Kahi nathi, Baba. No, Baba, nothing. No problem. Again he says, 3 times he said that there is no problem, Baba. I am all right. And then Baba tells all the Mandali who were gathered there in that hall. Baba said that this boy is in love with a girl. This boy is in love with a girl and he wants to marry that girl. He doesn't want to tell this to me before all these people, but he has this problem. And the main problem is that he is scared of asking that girl whether you will marry me. He is hesitating to ask that question to her, fearing that if she says no, then he is doomed. He will be nowhere. So what can be the remedy for this? Suggest a remedy so that he can have that courage to ask that girl. And some of the experts in this matter, they are suggesting some remedies for that person, for that boy to approach the girl. And Baba is discarding everybody's suggestion. No, not this, not this. Ultimately, Baba himself found out a solution. Baba said, what I feel is that this boy should take that girl for a cinema picture, for say, watching a movie. And as soon as the lights are off, abruptly she should ask her whether he will marry me. And in that nervousness, she may say yes. And then his problem will be solved. And everybody says, this is the best solution. Now it's my suggestion to all the young people, don't try this because you may come into trouble. This suggestion which Baba gave was to that particular person, not for general application. Once Baba used to visit Bindra house about 3-4 times about 1 or twice in a week, and spend some time with the family. RH's mother was very, very much loving Baba Gai Mai, and she was very loving woman. Once Baba was going to visit Bindra house, the name of the house was Bindra house. He was prepared to get to the car, and I was standing on the steps of the porch. There was a porch, car was standing there. I was on the steps. I was just watching Baba, that Baba is going to visit Bindra house. Just watching. But then Baba asked me, come and sit in the front seat. I was overjoyed. In fact, I had a great opportunity to go with Baba. So I immediately, without chappal, without having my shoes on, I just entered the car and sat in the front seat. And in the back seat, there was a driver by my side. In the back seat, Airaj, Francis, Brabazon, and Baba. Three were sitting in the back seat. And we went to Bindra House. The family received Baba so lovingly. And after receiving Baba, Airaj's mother came to me and expressed her happiness. That is, I'm very happy that you have also come with Baba. And then she had prepared a juice, orange juice, a big vessel of orange juice. And then she placed it before Baba. Baba, with his own hands, he was filling glasses of juice and giving to every one of us. We had our share, and then they for discussing some about household matters. We were starting to go, but before starting, Airaj's mother told Baba, Baba, this maid servant, she is very good at work, but then she had a habit of stealing the things. She is in a bad habit of stealing the things. I have scolded her several times, but she doesn't give that idea. Baba said, Baba, is it so? Then Baba turns to that lady. She was a young lady. Baba said, if you do like this, I warn you, if you do like this, the next birth you will get is of cat. The next birth you will get is of cat. You will become cat. And then we came out. Now, Francis, there was a big question mark on Francis' face. How that is possible? Francis had a big question. He pointed to look at Baba, and Baba just said, it is just to, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that, just to make her, I mean, just to threaten her. And then Baba, when we sat in the car, Baba said, nothing like that. I just said so just to threaten her so that she should not repeat it again. Otherwise, Francis thought about Baba is saying. Because after you reach the human body, there is no going back to the animal world or the bird and lower species. On the way, see, one cannot predict whatever will come in Baba's mind. It's very difficult to judge. On our way back, there was a girl crossing the car. She was in rags. She must be a very poor girl. She was in rags, practically in rags. And she crossed, the car was slowed down a little bit. And then after she crossed, the car again took speed. And Baba does what Baba does is Baba asks Francis. Baba says, Francis, have you seen that girl? She was in rags, but she was very beautiful. Francis said, yeah, yes, Baba. Yes. And then we came back to Guru Prasad. One there on a couple of occasions, we had accompanied Baba to see movies. One such movie was of the comedian Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin's movie. But then another movie was of some a couple. A couple is moving in the jungle and they are following some tiger, some sort of a story like that. I remember the name of that hero. His name was Stuart Granger. And we were sitting, and just on the back seat, the whole Mandali, Baba was sitting with ladies Mandali. And our attention, we were not supposed to look back because there were all Baba's lady Mandali were sitting. Our eyes were in front of us, and we were watching the show. And there was a scene, sort of a kissing scene. And I had a very hard, this is called tichki, very hard hit on my
Earlobe.
earlobe, very hard. If you hit it by finger, it very hard. I was not supposed to see back because he wanted to alert me of that scene which was going on. So many such small incidents, a very beautiful incident, a very beautiful life with Baba. I had thought of completing this subject of singers. Once it so happened that during such programs, during such singing programs, Baba used to be in a very happy mood, in a very giving mood. Baba used to be in a giving mood. And he will feel more happy if all the people, all the attendants, all the people gathered there, they feel happy. When they feel happy, Baba will feel happy. Now this was two-way bargain. If Baba, looking at Baba's smiling face, people used to get happy. And people, by looking at the people who are getting happy, Baba will get happy. This was give and take and between that Baba and his lovers. And several times such Baba used to be very happy. He was in a giving mood. Once it so happened that he wanted to hear one beautiful song in Marathi. Aji Main Brahma Pahile. I have seen Brahma. Brahma is the whole cosmos I have seen. And just imagine Baba sitting along with so many people around him. And that is the Brahma. That is the whole cosmos sitting before us. Baba asked us, anybody knows that song, Aji Main Brahma Pahile? Today I have seen Brahma. But unfortunately, no one from our group, no one knew that song. We have heard that song, but we have never practiced that song. And we felt sorry about it. But then Madhusudan had composed one song on that, but that was never sung before Baba. So such were the small incidents. And once it so happened that Jal had gone, just left for purchasing tickets, cinema tickets, and I entered Guru Prasad. As soon as Baba saw me, he said, "Oh, you are so unlucky, you have come late. Jal has just left for purchasing tickets. Come on, just go and see whether you can meet him and tell him to purchase your ticket also." And then I bicycled, and I could pick I could follow Jal. As soon as Jal saw me, he said, yes, I understood. I have to purchase your ticket. So this Baba has loved us so much. One cannot just really imagine what type of love Baba had for us. My time is in fact over.
No, you have time. You have time. Don't worry about time. So we have time.
No. What somebody has suggested that I should sing that song of New Life. Is it there? Was there any suggestion of that side from somebody?
Yes, yes, from
So,
HM.
so
Yeah,
you would like to hear when all the people agree to hear that song?
yes.
Yes,
So
Ganesh. What
all
you?
should be good. Yes,
All right.
it's up to you.
No, I'm ready. I don't have
Yes,
any
yes,
emergency.
all are ready. So all are ready.
खुदा के भरोसे पे हम जा रहे, कसम से इरादों को गरमा रहे। खुदा के भरोसे पे हम जा रहे, कसम से इरादों को गरमा रहे। गजल ना मुरादी की हम गा रहे, बला और मुसीबत को बुलवा रहे। सुनो मेहर बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेहर बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेहर बाबा की। सुनो मेहर बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। है जीना तुम्हें घर नई जिंदगानी, है जीना तुम्हें घर नई जिंदगानी। करो तर्क दिल से दुनिया फानी। सुनो मेहर बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेहर बाबा की। उम्मीदों का रोना न वादों का शिकवा, न इज्जत से मतलब न जिल्लत की परवाह। उम्मीदों का रोना न वादों का शिकवा, न इज्जत से मतलब न जिल्लत की परवाह। न गिबत किसी की न खतरा किसी का, न गिबत किसी की न खतरा किसी का। यही रमज है अपनी अब जिंदगी का। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा। ख्यालों में उलझन बाकी न बंधन है, निखवत न गुस्सा न कुछ काम कंचन। ख्यालों में उलझन न बाकी न बंधन है, निखवत न गुस्सा न कुछ काम कंचन। न मजहब से रिश्ता न कुछ फिक्र तन मन, न मजहब से रिश्ता न कुछ फिक्र तन मन। सवाल एक किसी में शेखों बिरे मन, सुने मेरे बाबा की खामोश बानी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। न अपने लिए कोई छोटा बड़ा है, मुरीद और मुर्शद मौला रहा है। मुरीद और मुर्शद मौला रहा है। न अपने लिए कोई छोटा बड़ा है, मुरीद और मुर्शद मौला रहा है। अखुवत का बाम जो रिश्ता जुड़ा है, अखुवत का बाम रिश्ता जुड़ा है, हमें दर्द गम में मजा आ रहा है। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश बानी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। न दुनिया न उक़बा न दोज़ख न जन्नत, न सिद्धि न शक्ति न कश्फो करामत, न सिद्धि न शक्ति न कश्फो करामत। न दुनिया न उक़बा न दोज़ख न जन्नत, न सिद्धि न शक्ति न कश्फो करामत। ये सब नक्शे बातिल हुए दिल से रुखसत, ये सब नक्शे बातिल हुए दिल से रुखसत। जो कुछ है वो है हाल की कदर कीमत। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश बानी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। ये अल्फाज बाबा के सुन दिल से प्यारे, शुमार मेरा है बराबर तुम्हारे। ये अल्फाज बाबा के सुन दिल से प्यारे, शुमार मेरा है बराबर तुम्हारे। मगर हुक्म अच्छे बुरे जो के न्यारे, मगर हुक्म अच्छे बुरे जो के न्यारे। बजाना वो फौरन खुदा के सहारे। सुनो मेरे बाबा की इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। अगर आसमाने मुसीबत भी टूटे, सदाकत का हाथों से दामन न छूटे। चमरिया सो हीर वाले हर चंद लूटे, तवक्कुल से इनमें लगे बेल बूटे। चमनिया सो हीर माने हर चंद लूटे, चमनिया सो हीर माने हर चंद लूटे। तवक्कुल से इनमें लगे बेल बूटे। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा चले दिल पे छुरिया मगर लबो खंदा, यही रमज है जिसको करता हूँ रिया। तेरी तंग दस्ती में दौलत है पिन्हा, गदाई पे तेरे करे रश्क शाह। तेरी तंग दस्ती में दौलत पिन्हा, तेरी तंग दस्ती में दौलत पिन्हा। गदाई पे तेरे करे उश्क शाह। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में है सब आशिकों की कहानी। सुनो मेरे बाबा की। है बेशक खुदा और बरहक नबी है, बहर दौर अवतार हर दम वली है। हमें तो फकत बेबसी बेकसी है, कहो क्या तुम्हें क्या नई जिंदगी है। कहूँ क्या तुम्हें क्या नई जिंदगी है। कहूँ क्या तुम्हें क्या नई जिंदगी है। सुनो मेरे बाबा की खामोश वाणी, इसी में सब आशिकों की कहानी है। जीना तुम्हें गर नई जिंदगानी, तरो कर दिल से ये दुनिया फानी। सुनो मेरे It's a very emotional song. It brings tears. In fact, the whole picture of Baba's undergoing the hardships, it comes to our eyes, and it creates so much of emotions in our heart. I always feel like crying when singing this particular song. Thank you, Jai Baba. I think I have crossed the timing.
No worries. So it was a wonderful time we had. Thank you so much. So anybody, any questions related to
yes,
session?
related to this.
Related to today's session. So
thank you.
I think no questions. So just let me.
Just want
So
to thank,
participants can unmute themselves. Yeah. So participants can unmute. Yeah. Yes, Prakash ji.
my thanks to Pratap ji and for all the beautiful stories and intimate times with Baba and the great song.
In fact, after such a after such a song, I don't think any question remains in our head. We enjoy that tune so much, and if really we are able to correlate it with the meaning, it is so very touching song, so very touching song. And my salutations to those who have composed these songs. Baba has personally got it written from Dr. Ghani. All these people, very great people. Avatar Mere Baba ki jai. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you so much, Pratap uncle, for this lovely, lovely evening. So, if all are good, okay, Rosal, you has a question.
Oh, yeah. Pratap, what were you singing the song of the new life? What were you singing? It was so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
New life. Yeah, it's the song of the new life.
Yeah. What was it?
Perhaps,
Song of the new life?
Yes, song of the new life.
Ah,
this
yeah.
song of new life.
Wow.
Perhaps I have come to Baba in new life. I have come to Baba in new life, and Baba had said that you are very fortunate that you have come to me when I am in new life. It may be that reason for I am able to sing the song. Thank you.
I remember Baba saying, hearing Baba said that in the new life, he lost everything. Thank God he
Yes.
didn't lose his sense of humor.
Yes. Yes.
I love that.
Yes. Yes. That there is one song in Marathi, one Abhang by Tukaram. What he says in the last stanza, he says that Adi hota Sant Sangat. Tukaram says that Tukaram used to move among these saintly people. Adi huta Sant Sanga, Tuka zhala Pandurang. And afterwards he became God, and God realized. But even then, after become God realized, his singing bhajan, that didn't that didn't go away from him. Still he continued on singing bhajan. And when this topic comes, Baba would point out to himself, I have also not lost my sense of humor. That is what Baba used to say.
Oh, can you sing it? Can you sing it for us? Sing it.
Well,
No.
that one, no, that is
Yeah.
not in that is not in tune. That is simply just words, not in.
But you can explain that song.
But I can tell you the whole thing. The first stanza is Adi hota वाघ्या दैवयोगे झाला पाग्या त्याचा येळकोट राहिना मूळ स्वभाव जायना. What he says is there is a deity by name Khandova, a very famous deity in Maharashtra, and the people they sacrifice their children they put up their children in the service of that deity. If it is a boy, he is called Vaghya. If it is a girl, she is called Murli. And what Tukaram says, that he was Vaghya. Now there is a habit of this Vaghya. Every time they will say,
Yelkot, Jai Mallar.
Yelkot, Jai Mallar. Yelkot, Jai Mallar. Every time they will call out Yelkot, Jai Mallar. And what Tukaram says is, this Vaghya, he was become in charge of a stable where horses are maintained, horses are kept, and horses are, just washed and they are looked after. That is a stable. He was appointed as chief of that stable. In spite of that, that habit of his calling out Yelkot, Jai Mallar, that didn't go away from him. And second, second example which Tukaram gives is that it was a maid servant. He was a lady maid servant, and she was made queen. A maid servant was made queen, but her wandering here and there that didn't left her. She had that same habit. She continued with the same habit wandering here and there. And then lastly comes to himself, that Tukaram was so very moving with saintly personalities, singing bhajan, and then he became co-organizer, but the singing bhajans didn't go away from him. That is the summer substance of this beautiful abhang. Baba used to like this abhang very much. At times he would ask us to repeat this, the particular abhang. It's not being sung in tune. Otherwise, I would have sung for you.
No, it's funny because I used to love Adi Kearani's sense of humor. He just would chuckle, and you reminded me of that today. And also, he loved singing. He loved these ghazals. And I never got to hear Adi sing because he had heart trouble, and they said, oh, he shouldn't sing. I always regretted that, but I can feel that from you today, and you're singing so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Jai Baba, Jai
That
Baba.
sense of humor is critical now. It's critical.
Kaka, Jai Meher
Yes,
Baba
yes.
Kaka, thank you very much. Thank you
Jai
very
Baba,
much for
Jai Baba.
everything and thinking. And
Bye.
also, you said joining Baba in New Life is itself. And that indicates me in my mind that Baba has given you a very new life to you. You know that.
Yes, yes.
And also
Yes.
for all Baba lovers, that coming to Baba and Baba accepting is itself is our new life. And Baba said,
Always.
new life will continue if no one is also exists on this world. Still
Yes,
new life
yes.
continues.
Very much,
So
very much.
it is all our new life. By His grace, we are living.
They are, in fact, most of these young generation, they are reborn Baba lovers in the past lives. They have been in Baba's contact or in some avatar's contact. They are reborn. Today, I was just, I could not see Angela, because a thought came to my mind when I first visited US. It was invitation from the LA for LA Sahbas, and in the first talk that I gave there, I said that all this area has been inhabited by the lost angels. In their early life, they were lost, and they are born here. And these are all the locality of all the lost angels. And one instant which I would, since people are in a mood to hear about Bhau Kalchuri, the first time when I visited US, Bhau was also, at the same time, he was also in USA or traveling in the US. But the itinerary was different. His itinerary was different. My itinerary was different. At certain places, we are together. The very first program was together at Iranian doctor's house. It was on the seashore. It was in Los Angeles. I forgot his name.
Dr. Ajahn.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful program. The very first program was so very beautiful. And I was wondering as to what Baba wants me to do through such program, because right from the next day, they were sending mails to ARH praising for these programs, the enthusiasm of the program. And in one such program, one young boy one young boy was brought for playing tabla with me. Very young boy. He was American. He had learned tabla for 12 years, and he had very nice way of playing tabla. But to accompany with an Indian music, it was not he was not habituated to it. And before the program, we sat together, and he said that had I met you earlier, had we sat earlier, I would have picked up so many things from you. I said, don't worry. You sit there along with me. Whatever you can play. You can play with me. Don't worry about me. And then he was sitting by my side, and I sang a few songs. And thereafter, I narrated the whole story of my life. And believe me, the atmosphere becomes so very charged with Baba's presence, so very emotional, had become so very emotional that when I finished my talk and stood up on the stage, all the people in the hall, they stood up, and there was loud clapping all around. And that boy who was there for playing tabla with me, he embraced me so tightly. And when I saw his face, he was actually weeping. He was weeping. And I told him that this is the reason why you have been brought here. This is the reason why you are present here. It's a beautiful experience. When I got down the stage, Bhav called me and said, Pratap, you could have continued your talk. I said, Bhav Sahib, after me, there is your talk, and people are waiting for your talk. And Bhav said to me, it was so very nicely going on. Even I was enjoying that talk. I said, I'm very thankful to you, but now it's your turn to take the stage. So this is what a beautiful experience is in Baba Fold. One cannot forget even smallest things, they matter so much for us.
Yeah.
They matter so much for us. How is Jeff?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, we can hear you. Jeff,
Oh,
we can
good.
hear you.
Yeah, just a second here. Yeah, that was wonderful. I love the stories. And to hear you sing, and the refrain of the New Life song is so touching.
You're very touching.
It
Very
really is. And Mani used to say it had such a haunting quality anytime they heard it when they were on the New Life and it was sung. It had a very haunting quality to it and a very profound seriousness to it. Yeah. No, it's so touching to see you. I really miss being there in India, seeing you in Pune and Ahmednagar.
Yes,
That's the first time I've missed in 50 years or more. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
If you happen to come again, we'll have that special program for you.
Yeah.
Of New Life song.
Yeah. Oh, that would be good. Next time, yeah. Bring it with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
So
We'll say 3 times Avatar Mere Baba Ki Jai.
Okay.
Dhaka, you should record the New Life song. You should record the New Life song because it will be in future guidance for the correct tune. Because many of us sing different tunes. Because if you can sing an original tune, that will be a monument for the future generation.
Yeah.
That is our endeavor.
this idea has come to me today only. Today only I got this idea.
I don't know why Baba asked me to speak to like this. Probably, I don't know.
Okay.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba, Jai Baba. Jai
So we'll
Baba.
say 3 times Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Avatar
Avatar
Meher
Meher Baba
Ki
ki
jai.
Jai.
Avatar Meher
Avatar
Baba
Meher
Jai.
Baba ki jai.
Jai.
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai.
Jai Baba.
Thank you very much, Pratap
Thank you so
Uncle. It
much,
was a
Pratap
lovely
ji.
evening. Each one of us really enjoyed and looking forward for your next session. So it's late
Thank you
after
so much,
this on
Pratap ji.
Friday.
Jai Baba.
Jai
Hmm.
Jai
Baba.
Baba.
The next session will be on November 6th, Friday.
Yes, no worries.
Yes,
Jai
November
Baba.
6th, Friday. Jai Baba. Thank you.
Jai
Thank
Baba.
you once again,
Jai
Pratap
Baba.
Uncle. Thank you, everybody. Jai Baba.
Thank you, everybody. Jai
Very
Baba.
much.
Jai Meher Baba.
Jai Meher
Thank you,
Baba.
Baba.
Okay, Jai Meher Baba.